morning everyone, how are you? Welcome back. My name is Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch, where we make beautiful artificial wreaths, swags, things for the home, garden, sympathy and much more. So before we start, I just wish to thank everybody for the messages for the arrangement we did yesterday with the lantern. It was also very kind of you, and Teresa, keep going at doing the lanterns. I know it's going to be a good job that you're doing, so enjoy and have fun. Right guys, today we are going to do a spring wreath. I've got a sign what says welcome spring with a bunny rabbit on. Isn't it sweet? So I thought we would use that on our wreath, and I'm going to do a ribbon as well where I have got pastel colours for the spring, one with daisies on, a lilac, one with butterflies in blues and pinks with flowers, and the Deco Web ribbon as well. So let's first of all go through what we're going to use. Now this was a hydrangea. I cut it down, well not cut it down, pulled the bits off and put them on their own picks. The reason for that being is if I was using the full flower head itself, it would look too much out of place and too big. So I've broken them down into small pieces and placed them on picks. Now, before I started, guys, instead of buying my own spring wreath picks, I've made my own. I thought, let me make some of my own before we start. And I've done a video before where I show you how, I think it was a Christmas one, I'm not sure, how to make your own picks. Well, I've done that myself where I've made my own spring ones, and I can't remember how many I've got. I just carried on going, so I've added different bits in where I've got some lily of the valley, some daisies, a bit of greenery, the eucalyptus and the fern, some baby chrysanthemums and a daffodil in one. In this one I've got a stilby, some wild wild daisies. Again, I've put fern and a piece of eucalyptus in every one. It's the eucalyptus cinerea. I've got a wild flower there, and I've got some wild daisies here. Well, not wild, they're not wild daisies, sorry. And one of those, what I said I'd got, where they've got the little buds on. So I've got that in that one. So yeah, I've made another one of those. I think I've made maybe 3 of those. Let me just have a look. I can't remember what it looks like. Oh, and I've got, oh, maybe. Well, anyway, that's that one. Oh, and sorry, yes, and a wild poppy as well. So yeah, I've got 3 of those with a wild poppy in. I've got 2 with the baby chrysanthemums in purple or lilac. And then I've got 1 and 2 where it's got the purple astilbe, some pink wildflowers and some little daisies in. So I've made all my own picks, and what I've done, I've bunched them together, and as I was going down, because the stem got thicker, I chopped majority apart from one off halfway down the stem and carried on taping it round with the floral tape, so it just leaves me with one stem. And that's all I did. And I can manipulate them. I haven't really, you know, placed them into any sort of position. I've just placed them together because we're going to place them all around here instead of doing it individually. So I thought that would be a quicker way for today's project. Now I have got this as well that I may add for a bit of greenery in, and of course I've got my bucket full of bits of greenery that I may also incorporate around. I've got some willow, I've got filler foliage, I've got the forsythia, I've got some fern, a bit of ficus, the variegated one, salal, and then I've got a bit of the lavender and a bit of heather. Oh, and I've got some grass and some bit of a stilby with a bit of heather. But I've also popped in these just in case I may want to dot a few of those around with a brighter colour. So that's what we've got. I haven't got them all out on the table. I just thought we'll go with it as we go along today. So first of all, we're going to do our side. So let's see. I always like to think about starting with the biggest element first, which obviously is the sign, and then it's the bow. So I'm working on a 16-inch grapevine wreath, and it's an oval shape, and I was thinking of having that either there at the top and then the bow at the bottom, and then put flowers around this bit. So that's what I was considering. So let's get 2 floral wires out. Let me just... Now you can, if you wish, get a bit of ribbon if you want to staple your floral wire on the back, depending on how thick the wood is. This is quite thin, so even if I put a bit of ribbon and folded it like a cushion, I think it'd still go through. So I'm not going to take the chance, so I'm going to do it by placing the wire through the holes. So I'm just going to twist. Just a couple of times, no more. And that's just, this one is to hold it in place. So we'll do that. So do I place it there for a change? Oh, I've got something on my wreath. And then have the bow at the bottom and have the picks around. Yeah, let's get it to the top for a change. So I'm going through the centre. I'm not going around the wreath. I'm taking the floral wire through the centre. If you can hear a dog, it's my neighbour over the road. It's Maisie. Molly's in the house. Let me just place that one through. And then place that one through. So before I twist it, I want to make sure it's in the right position. Oops. See, now that's slightly off. So I'll bring this one in a bit more. Grab those. Right, I can't really seem to do it there. I'm going to pull it back out, all of it, and I'm going to do it on here. I'm going to do the exact same what I've just done, because I'd like to get it central. Just trying to find a gap as well. That's one. Right, that's those on that side pulled through. That's more like it. Just going to twist it a couple of times so it's not going to move. That's one. Pull it through. That's better. That looks better. Yes, that looks better, guys. So again, I'm just going to twist it a couple of times in case I may need to move it again. So let's just keep the wire there for a little while. I think that's better, don't you guys? Right, so let's push that off to the side and let's make our bow. Now I'm going to see if the camera's pointing down so you can see me do the bow. So one moment. Let's bring it down there. I'm going to sit down while I do this. Makes me look lazy. Right. So the first one we're going to do is with our daisy. Let's just dovetail. And I'm going to place it like that. So again, if you're new to the channel, what we do, your pattern is on up, you know, facing upwards. We need to turn it upside down, so you twist. So with it being a 16-inch, I may do 5-inch loops. So I measure on my board to 5-inch, bring it down, and then again your pattern is on the facing upwards, so again you need to turn it upside down, so twist again so it's upside down, and then go through the center of your dowels, and again the pattern is facing upwards, so we need to twist it. Oh, I've got, oh, now that's odd. That is odd. Oh well, never mind. I'll do 3. I don't mind. That is odd. I didn't know that. That's halfway through. It's cut. Oh well, we'll do 3. So then that is that. So once you've finished doing as many loops as you wish, you don't need to twist because your pattern is facing upwards. So just bring your tail end there. That was weird. Oh, I hope it's not like that on the other roll that I've got of this. So then we're going to do our purple, or our lilac should we say. And we're going to dovetail that as well. I'm going to go back on this side because the pattern one will end up on that side again. So I'm going to go back this side, twist, these are like a canvas ribbon, they're very good quality, very pretty. 5-inch again, measure with the loop underneath. So because I've done 3 on bottom, I'm going to do 3 loops on every one to balance it out. I'm going to just cut around there. I can't get over that with the daisy one. So then we're going to do our butterfly. I'm going to go the opposite side with my tail end. And I'm going to do 3 loops with this as well. So again, your pattern is facing upwards. Twist it so it's upside down. Measure it with the one underneath. Twist again. And then twist again. So you twist every time you take your loop through until you finish doing as many loops that you'd like. Cut it there. It's a bit shorter, so I'm going to have different lengths of the tail end. Excuse me. Oh yeah, it's this one, what catches. I forget about this. So I'm going to place that one over there as well. Twist. Oh, here we go, guys. It's sticky to my clothes. I should know better. But then it's that I choose the ribbon when I get the flowers out. After I've got the flowers out, that's when I choose the colour ribbon. So I don't... I don't take into consideration that I'm doing what colour I'm doing on the day. I make my mind up. Let me push that there. I make my mind up concerning the design as soon as I get into either the night before when I'm watching my video. I think, right, tomorrow I'm going to do this, or I make my mind up when I get in to my workshop. It is nice, but it is does catch on your clothes depending what you're wearing. So we'll put those there. Right. So I'm going to have one there, one down here, and I'm just positioning them, and then one across. And then with the purple, I'm going to have one there, one up there. In fact, let's move the tail ends under while I'm doing it. One there. One there. And then with this one, one there. Bring that to the top. There. Bring these tail ends as well down. Like that. So then I just part them where the dowels are, grab them in the centre. Now I get a cable tie, hold it with my index finger, bring it round. I find it easier to bring it round the back. Some people do it on top. Again, I'm not pulling it to its tightest because I want to manipulate my loops and my tail ends. So I'm placing a floral wire inside and through the other side of the cable tie. So I'm holding those now. I don't hold them that long, hard, or pull the cable tie hard. It's so I can manipulate the tail ends to go underneath the bottom. I want all my tail ends coming under the bottom of my loops. So I do that first. And then I go to the other side and do the same on the other side. Place them under the loops. I'm just pulling them down to the bottom. And then now I again manipulate my loops into position where I'd like them to sit. And because there's only 3, like that, and then it's that one, that one, like that. And I'm not so bothered about the one in the centre because I'm just having the 3 in the centre. So then you have your bow like that. So that is our bow. So then I will pull the cable tie tight now because I'm happy with the positioning. I will chop the cable tie off. I will cut this. I still can't get over this. I'm going to dovetail all these. Oh, I thought I'd done it wrong then. All our long tail ends. And where's that other one? It's gone under the other side. like that. So again, just fluff up. Now everything's tight. And there is our lovely, beautiful bow. Isn't that pretty? And then just curl under your tail ends like that. And just grab it like that. And just rub it down so it curls under. Isn't that wonderful? So, oh, what a pretty spring bow. So while this is here, I'll take the camera's facing this way. I'll take the camera off. You know, guys, I just cannot get a day where I'm not mixing my words up. I don't know if it's my age. Or it's my mum's fault. Let's blame us, mama. Right, so I want this to sit exactly opposite. I could have it there. I could have it at the side and then work around here. Wonder if that would be nice instead of at the bottom. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Let me stand above it. Something's telling me the bottom. So we're going to go with the bottom. So I'm going to twist by my floral wire in this behind what I've still got just a couple of times, 2 or 3 times. That's all needed. And then I'm going to place it through the grapevine. That's 1. 2. Let me just get these tail ends out of the way. And then I'm going to, if you can see on the back, get my floral wire and twist. Just to about between 1/2 inch to 1 inch. That's all I do. Cut the excess off. And then I push the wire back inside the grapevine. And then now you can fluff it back up if you wish. That's Maisie. You can always tell when my neighbour's come home from work, because she comes on the front garden. And Maisie does too. And Maisie barks. And I tend to just like to round them off by pressing them down. So that is our bow and our sign. So now I'm happy with the sign, I guess, being there. I'll do the same. Finish twisting this. Cut the excess off from these as well. And then press those back into the grapevine wreath also. So I will bring the camera back up. Now that's on. Oh, that's pretty. So one moment, guys. I want to make sure that you can see it as well. Let me just, I can just see that's a bit flat there. So let's bring it back up. Oh, I've got somebody here. One moment, guys. Oh, my son got a parcel and is at work. So let me just have a cup of coffee. On my cup warmer. Right, and now because we've got our picks, let me sort out which one belongs with which. Them two are the same. So they're three, what are the same? They're the same. And they're the same. So I'm going to do it differently today. Well, let me move my chair. So what I'm going to do now, I've made the picks. I'm going to start from our, well, we say our bow. Let me just, I've got a kink in that one. And I am going to bring these up like that. Doesn't that look pretty already? It looks like I've been working all day. But first of all, I want to fluff them up and manipulate them to look really, so you can see a lot of it. Because again, I just placed them in as a bunch. So I'd like to just manipulate things and bring things forward to give it that little bit of volume so it looks natural. And just move things around. So you've got something like that. Doesn't that look wonderful? I place that one in the middle. So what I want to do with this, I want to, again, like I've just said, bring it from the bow. And this is what's creating my boundary, or, you know, where I want to go. And by placing things in like this, already made, it's already creating, and I need to keep within that boundary. So then when I place another one, I need to stay around there. So let's just cut a bit of that off at the end. And I'm going to go behind the bow first. I'm just going to place it in like that. So that is what we've done for that one. Now I can either follow suit and use the same one to go that side, or I can choose another one and have a different one. I personally want to go again with the same one. So again, I'm going to fluff this one up. Again, it's not always forced to everything be in the same position as I've just done. I just want it to be fluffed up so it spreads out like that. So then we'll cut another bit off. And then we're going to go this side behind our bow. Like that. So that, oh, don't that look pretty already, guys? I feel like I've been here for hours. I've worked for hours doing things. I will, like with the bits of greenery that I have at the side, if I feel it needs the odd bits placed in, then I will place them in. And when you're placing your picks in or any stems, follow your grain. If your bow was here, then you'd be going down. You'd be placing your elements downwards. If your bow was here again, you'd be placing your elements upwards, following the grain of the grapevine. So how many of these have I got? 2. So again, I'm going to fluff these up. Some I've done more in them than others, because again, I may want to place in other things behind them. So I'm just fluffing these up, and I'm going to do the same here. And I'm going to go behind the floral with my pick. And this is a much easier way to fill it up. I was going to show you the picks, how to do them, but I realised that I've shown you before. But at the end, if you wish, I can always just do a small little pick and place something together to show, just to show you how to do it. So again, let's get this one, fluff it up. And now we're going to go, oh, I've just cut that leaf, behind this, going down. And again, we can fluff it all up once it's in. Just that's better. Like that. Now I've got these, because I want to keep my sign on show, so I'm trying to avoid placing really anything up there. But if I feel I need to and I've got to make another pick, then we'll make another pick. Easy. And this saves a lot of time, guys, when you're actually doing it. Unless it saves more time if you're buying them ready-made, but you know, if you feel like you want to make your own, this is why I've done it, so we can place them in and make our own. I feel like I'm going down the table again. And again, got one here. So let's cut that. And I'm going behind here again. And again, we can fluff everything up. Just bring them out to how you'd like it to sit. I want that one a little bit down. So like that. again on the opposite side. Go behind the florals that you've just placed in to sit like that. Doesn't that look wonderful? A nice spring effect. I personally think we may need another one, guys, so we can bring it there. Let me just turn it and see. Yeah, we may need another 3. Bring it up there. Yeah, we may need another 3, guys, because what I want to do with our hydrangeas as well, I want to place some of these singular on their own, just in there by themselves. So this gives me the chance to show you how we make our picks. So you're going to have to bear with me, everybody, while I get the flowers out that I... Let's have a look what I had. Right, I had those. I grabbed those. I grabbed those. 2 or 3 of those. One, 2, 3. Again, just bear with me, guys. I'm just going through everything, or picking bits that I can, you know, place in. That will do. I'll use that instead. Are they the same? No, they're not the same. Oh goodness. So sorry, guys. I'll use something different. 1, 2. Got to count what we've had. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then right, I may want 3 of those, right, just this side and then oh my gosh, these are hard. Oh my gosh, I can't cut it. That's 1. Let's get another one. Right, let me cut that off and then bring that instead. So right, this is where we make our picks. I've got a vine what's got all, just some on like that. So if we just move our wreath, guys, so you can see what I'm doing. Right, I've got out, and I wanted to do another 3. So I've got 3 ferns. So I place out the ferns. I've got 3 eucalyptus. Now I want 3 poppies. I've got 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. We're making his pile. I need that one. I've only got 2 of these left, so I'm going to place 2. 1 on there. 1 on there. And then the one in the centre, I'm having that with it. And now I've got that goes, no, because we've got leaf there. That can go with that. Then I've got 2 white. 1, 2. And then I want little ones of these. I've got some oddments of these. 1, 2. I can get it. 3. So that's all I've done. Made his own piles of different floral. So first of all, let's get our tape. I've placed in, you can see, I've got my fern. Then I get perhaps a flower and I sit it just in front. Then I get my eucalyptus, place that to the opposite side. I get my little bush that I've got with the astilbe on, place that at the front. And then I've got my poppy. I'll go on the opposite side with my poppy. And I'll take the pink flowers with it as well. And then the little fern with the bud. Place that like that. Once I've done that, I will grab my floral tape. And I will start right under the neck, as we say, the neck right up here. And I will go round and keep going past all these little stems, or all the stems that you have. And I've got, majority of them are all the same size. So the ones that are not the same size are a bit longer, like you've got 2 here. I only want 1, so one stem to use to put in the wreath. So I chop that one off to the same size or length as the ones down below. And then I just keep wrapping my tape, floral tape around like that. I come down below the stems and then I go back up just for a little bit of extra support on the pick. And I go right to the top, pull it off, and there you have your pick with 1 stem. And that's what you do with the others. Again, I want my foliage at the back. So then I've got this that I'll place here, or I may place that at that side. Oh, I don't know what that is. I might place that at that side instead and have the eucalyptus on this side. You haven't got to put everything, again, always in the same place. place my poppy there. Then I've got my astilbe with my 2 daisies. I want that there. Place that on that side. And I need another one because that one hasn't got a flower on. And then I've got this that I place because it's small at the front. So there we have another arrangement. So again, I haven't, manipulated them into a position because they're wired. I can do that after I've attached my tape. So then we go round again. And as you can see, all the stems are all different lengths. So if you want them all the same length, which I like to, I will cut the ones all down, even the chunky one. So I'm left with just one stem to go inside the wreath. And then just keep going down with your tape. Below the stems, onto the wire, and then go back up. I tend to, where I've cut those stems, I tend to go around there about 3-4 times just to keep that, secure, and then go right back to the top. Pull it off, and again, you can then manipulate how you like then your flowers to sit. So we'll do that once we use them. And then finally, our last one. So this is just how you make your picks if you do your own picks from home. So we put that one there. I'm going to put this in the centre because that's leaning to that side. I'm going to place a flower this side. And then I'm going to place the pink in the centre there, and then have that just under it like that. So again, let's just wrap it all around. Let me just take this leaf off. We don't need that on. Wrap our floral wire around again. And again, as you can see, there is more different size stems here. So I want to cut them all about the same. Let's take that off. So they're all the same there, and we're left with just one. So keep going round with your tape. Below those stems that I've just cut onto the single stem. I go down about 1 inch on the single stem because there's nothing there, as you can see, and then I come back up. I have to do it right-handed. And again, where I've cut those stems, I go around about 4 times just to make it a bit more sturdy. And then go back up to the top. And there we have another pick. And then all you have to do is manipulate it how you'd like your flowers to sit. And that's all that there is to it, guys. Isn't that easy? Making your own picks. And that's good if you've got oddments as well, to make your own picks like that. That's a good thing to do. So then you're not sit there thinking, what can I do with those few oddments? Make a pick. Just like that, guys. So I'm just going to push these back in where they belong. They're only right next to me. There we go. All done. So let's bring our wreath back here. So I'm going to place one of the ones I've just created. I'm going to manipulate it how I'd like it to sit. Let's place that one there. Bring those daisies out. Excuse me. And just keep going until you're happy with the way it looks. One daisy there. So like that. So it's nice and spread out. So then the pick that you've left and created, the longest one, cut it and place it in. And then again go behind the ones that you've placed there. Like that, so it looks like it's joining up together. So I get the other one, and I'll do the same with this one. Manipulate it into how I'd like it to sit. Make it look pretty. And again, it's a great thing to do when you've got oddments. Just make picks and then you can make a beautiful display with them. So I want this to go on the other side. I was only going to do half one, but I think it's better bringing them up to the top. Again, go in like that. Is she looking wonderful, guys, or is she looking wonderful? A beautiful meadowy spring look. So we've got two more either side there. I could place one up there, so then it's all the way round. Oh my goodness. Again, manipulate how you'd like your floral to sit. Let me come up here because I feel just by, you know, bending them or anything like that. I'm moving them some off to the side. Like that. So we'll get this one as well. Just lift this up a little bit to go behind. Like that. And then the same. What a quick and easy way for us guys to make a beautiful arrangement. Just by spreading them makes it, give it that volume and adds extra touch to it as well. and that go behind there again. Just push that in a little bit more. There we have it. Let's have a look. You can then fluff up all your floral where you'd like it to sit. Now you've got those in. Oh, one of my flowers have dropped off. Oh, it's there. So let me glue that. Doesn't that look pretty? I think I don't know. Well, I do. I do. I think we may need 2 more. Because if I might as well just bring it all the way around to balance it and to make it look finished. And then we can start adding bits in like this, our hydrangeas and some of our foliage. Do you say yes, guys? Or do you say yes or no? Which one? Why do I have a feeling you're thinking that it doesn't look complete here? It looks bare. As I've turned it around, it looks a bit bare. I'm going to bend that back there because I don't want it to take over the sign. Bring the flower there. Yes, I think it needs to go. So, here we go again. Why did I put things back, guys? Naughty me, naughty me. Let's get a different colour. Let's get the yellow. Get the yellow in those. Oh la la la. This is me all over. 2 of those. Those. Let's get those. I want to place in. I've got some oddments of daisies. I'm going to go through those. I've got some little ones here as well. Oh, I didn't see those. So I'll have a look through those. Let me get 2 more of those. Oh, let me just take this end, bit of this one. So, sorry guys, it's just that don't look complete to me. It looks like I've nearly finished, you know. So like if somebody ordered it, it just looks like I've just nearly finished it and not quite done yet. And I don't like that. I really don't like that. So we're going to do it again. 2 of those. Where's the 1? two of those, two of those. I'm going to get two of these. 1, 2, two of those. 1, 2. Just like that, guys. If you just grab them and think, right, I'll have that, I'll put that in. That's it. Don't overthink it, because it's a spring arrangement. 1. I'll have some of those in. 2 of those. Take that off. Or do I leave it on? 2 of those. Now, do I have purple? How many purple have I got? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, purple. One. Take the purple from down here. 2. Just those. I don't want those. What have we got in here? Oh, I think we've got enough. So we'll do the same thing again. Just grab. Let me just cut these little bits, prongs off. There's another one, they're everywhere. So that there, I'll have that like that. Like that. I'll place that in front. Like that. Again, I'm just holding them so they're going down. Place a bit of the pink there. Yellow on that side. Baby chrysanthemums, these push up, so I'll push them right up. I could have them up there. Oh, actually, I'll place them there. And then I've got a yellow one this time. I'm going to place that down there. And again, get my tape. Wrap it around all of the stems. I hold them tight so I get a tight, so they all stay together. Again, you can see the different lengths of the stems, so I want to cut them apart from one, which is the longest. I've kept one, which is that one, and it's the longest. I always look for the longest stem and keep that one. Go down onto that stem, then come back up. Again, where I've just cut those stems all the same size, I go around about 4 times, just so it's all secure around there. Take it right back to the top. So that's another one. And again, just do it. And again, like I say, this is good for your oddments. If you've got plenty of oddments, and you're not sure what to do, but yet you want to make an arrangement, place them all together and make your own picks. That there. That there. That in front. Push those up. And that one there. And again, I'm not looking on where to place, you know, I'm just going, say like if I've got a purple, I'd try not to put a purple next to a purple. I'll place either a cerise pink so the purple could bounce off of it, or a yellow, or a white, depending on what's in my hand. Again, we've got to just chop some of those so they're all the same length. Go down onto the stem, then back up. There we go. So now I think we need to, you watch, we'll need another one. I'm leaving those out this time. So I'm going to fluff them up to where I want them to sit. Bring some things forward, bring some things back. Like that. Like that. So let's see if we need any more. I'm gonna one. No. So let's get this one in, guys. Sorry about that, but at least then we've had a little bit of a tutorial on how to make your picks. So that's that one. I should have really from the beginning have shown you, but I didn't want to go through all of them and show you every one because, you know, it's, you probably would have been sat there bored watching me go through them all. Oh, we do need another one. Oh my goodness. That needs to go down a bit. We do need another one, guys. We do need another one. So this is going to be a quick one. I don't know. What am I like? Let's get... sticking to it all. So sorry, I'm so sorry. Never mind. Just think of how pretty it's going to look. So that. I'll just do it as quick as possible. And then that. Right, I've done my last one, and I know this is the last. So let's dunk that one in and just there you go. That's our last. So now we are going to place in some other bits, and this is where if you want to place in either filler foliage, a few bits of greenery along the outer side. I mean, I've got this. We want to place some of that in, dotted around. I don't think I'm putting ficus in today. Oh gosh, I've got some of that I could dot in. I've got some of that. I've also got that may look pretty. And again, grasses. Just by adding grasses. So I think I'm going to add some grasses. And then I've got the willow. The lighter coloured shade willow. I don't think I'm going to put that in. And also I've got these that I could place around the outer side as well to fill it in. Got a pastel in colour. I've got my salon, maybe for the filler, if I wanted to place filler in. So I've got quite a bit around here. It's just on how much I'd like to, you know, place in. But first of all, I want to place in our hydrangeas. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. So let's cut that down. So I want to place that. I can see I'm getting shorter. Just bring it through there like that. So that's 12 o'clock. I want to place one under the bow for 6 o'clock. Cut them now. So this is, as you're looking at it, 10 o'clock at night or in the morning. Eight o'clock. Let me just see, where is it? Like that. Around here. See if they're positioned correctly. That wants to come through a little bit. Like that. So just like by adding those little elements, it really does make it stand out. Oh, I've just pulled one off. Right, so let's have a look at these. Let me just turn it slightly. Oh, one's missing. Just want to see what these look like on the inner side. Again, I'm just trying to avoid the sign. I can't get that to sit still. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, and then I may just place that one up there. No, that's in the way. Oh, I keep pulling them off. I'm ever so heavy-handed. Let me just glue it on now so it won't come off. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to place any more in. Look at me, guys. I just can't be bothered to take the rubber band off. And I think I'm going to leave those there a moment. Can I get a grass out? Grass. I may not even place anything else in apart from the grass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to start with. I'm not sure then about these. I mean, they do look pretty. Oh. No. Let me check the willow. No. I can just tell with the shape and the way it sits. Now I've got an oddment here. I could place some of the bay leaves in. So we'll place the flower there for a moment. So I'm gonna do put those there, and that's what I'm going to use to fill in and to just add a little bit extra, because I don't want to overload it, because the flowers are our focal point. So I'm going to cut. That can go on a pick, I think, can it? No. So I'm going to use these just to place in some shorter, some longer. I'm going to dot these around as well, this outside. So let's now start with our grass. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go at the back, as you can see, and that's going to add a little bit of more interest to our because you get grass in spring. Our spring wreath. Make it look more pretty and a bit more of a contrast and a variation of texture to it as well. So 1, 2. Let me just cut these. And also they'll help fill in the gaps. You see a gap here. Going to go under our bow. I've not really put much under our bow this time. Might be a bit too long. Just cut it a bit. Because we've got the tail leg ends, and plus, I mean, I could put some foliage in. And our main focal point is also with all the flowers. So let me just turn it around. Yeah. So no more grass. I want to place in these one. Just going to do these wires on the side so I can see. Little bit better. Right, so they're in. So now we've got just little bits of these Boston fern I could place again on the outer side. I've got a bit of the bay leaf, which is the light coloured one, which with it being up, you know, spring, that'd look pretty in there, so I could dot that around as well. I could get some more out because I don't think that will be enough. So let's just chop that off. 1, 2, 3. Chop that off. So I'm going to put these on picks. So the single. One, two, three, four. So what all I do with these is, because they've got the old, I just place the pick in the glue and put it back in. So then we've got a single pick. And then I think, and that will be it, guys. What I thought was gonna be just a very quick video, not that it wasn't intentional to have a quick video, but I thought it was going to be a quick video because I'd prepared the picks. Turned out I needed quite a few more. That just shows my judgment today. Wasn't very good. So, but never mind. It's all fun. So we'll go around the outside with these. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm just going to dot these in and around the back. You may see some, you may not, because they're all different sizes. This one's a longer one, so I'm going to put that at the top. Oh, in fact, no, I'm going to place it at the bottom where the grass is. Oh, I've got it all stuck to me. And this is just like filler, but at the back as well. I can feel the glue all over my fingers again. So we've got a bit of Boston fern again dotted around. So now it's our bay leaves. I'm just going to cut these down. And these are going in the centre. So again, we're just going to have put some behind the bow as well. Oh, I think this is lovely. Such a joyful, pretty spring look. Makes you start thinking, oh, spring's on its way. Flowers, blooms, smells, fragrances of every type of flower. Oh, what a joy. Oh, just felt that one nearly go out the back then. Something a bit more. One more behind here. There we go. Let me just come and have a look. I will fluff it up. I can't not. Right, I can see odd bits. Odd bits, guys. So then that is where this comes into play. And here. Let me turn my sleeve up. I keep getting glue caught on me. Again, I will fluff it up. I'm going to cut a few bits down. Right, let's see. Let me just see where it was. It's around here. Just some gaps behind. Little places where the bay leaf is that I can see. Gosh, you could pull these spiders' legs, webs for ages just to get to where it started. Right, I want, and I'm going to fluff then parts, fluff the wreath up. And then make it look really pretty again. Put one down here. Right, one more and then that will be it. One here. Right, now I'm just going to turn it, and all I do for fluffing up, just positioning things, making them all blend together and come up to the front way that I want them to sit. Oh, I haven't glued that on. Let's get that in. Put that one behind there. And again, a nice beautiful spring wreath. I've got one of my daisies come off and I can't find where, so I'm going to put it on a little pick. Place it there. And then fluffy bow. So guys, there we have our Spring Meadow effect wreath. What would look beautiful and welcoming on any door. Bring a nice happy smile to anybody's face. So we all know then that spring is on its way. Oh, what a joy. And then we're all out in the gardens. Oh, that'd be great. So, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Again, I didn't realise how many picks that I would need. I think it's that I was planning on just doing half of a wreath to start with. And then I realised I need to go all the way around. And the reason for that is because of where I position my bow and my sign opposite each other. So I needed to go around. And I think by doing that, it's alright, I could see spiders' webs. That's added to it as well. I will go over it with a proper brush and, well, a paintbrush to get all the glue strings off. I always do that. Can't help myself. Because you wouldn't want a customer if they wanted to purchase it and notice all glue strings on your stuff. So let me just come out and have a look. Oh guys, well, my camera's gone wonky. That is really pretty. Really, really pretty. Oh, my camera's gone wonky. Oh, hang on, guys. Oops, excuse me. Yeah, that's really, really pretty. I'd have that on my door. Definitely. A meadow effect look. So, I'm going to do a close-up at the end for you. So if you enjoyed that, guys, and or you've got a, you know, if you do it somehow different, you know, leave us a comment and let us know what you think, or if you would do something else to it or anything like that. I do appreciate your comments, and move that out of the way. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I've just seen another glue string, have I? I can't remember. It was over here somewhere. But anyway, guys, again, I hope that helped to show you actually how to make the picks. Because at the end of the day, it can be quite easy. And if you've got oddments left and you don't know what to do and you haven't got enough to make a full arrangement, then use them as with the other oddments to make a pick. And then that becomes, you can create a full arrangement like I have. Because all these little flowers, apart from some of them, were all oddments. So, and I knew I'd got them, and I knew that I could, you know, create something with them. So, you know, give it a go, guys. You know, it's very easy. Again, little bits that you have left over that you can't do nothing with, place them all together as a pick, wrap your floral tape around them, and leave the longest stem and cut the others shorter, and then just manipulate your stems into how you'd like them to sit in your pick, and then place them in. So again, I hope you enjoyed that. I sure did. And I think it's very pretty, very subtle, very meadowy and spring looking. So give it a go, guys. Really give it a go. It's very, very easy. Not a lot to place in once you've taped everything together. Plenty of room. And then with a nice beautiful bow, or without a bow, excuse me, or with or without a sign, you know, it doesn't matter. I'm sure they'll all look beautiful, and I'm sure you'll all do a fantastic job. So please subscribe, share and like, and you know, give us a thumbs up, guys, and tell it, and you know, let us know what you think, and I'll see you again tomorrow. So take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day. And it's going to be here in the UK. They've given on snow. So if you're living over here and you're getting snow, or wherever in the world and you've got snow, wrap up warm, guys, because it is really chilly. So, and take care of yourselves. So I'll let you all get going. I've not doing nothing now. I've finished for the day. So early finish, and enjoy the rest of your days, and take care. So God bless everyone. Thank you all for subscribing. I love you all dearly. You're wonderful people. And I'm going to do a close-up. So have a great day. Bye-bye. Oh, I hope... oh, there we go. There we go. I feel like breaking out in song. There we have the sign that says Welcome Spring. And there we have our bow at the bottom in the lovely lilac, the butterfly, the daisies, the deco web ribbon. And then our flowers, oh crikey, our daisies, our stilby, our fern, our wildflower, our daisies under there, our grass. I don't know what they called, with a little pink bud on, I'm not sure. And our miniature carnations, the hydrangea that I broke up and made it smaller, lily of the valley, some more daisies. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. And I know we've got our eucalyptus in there as well, and our fern. And then we've got our Boston fern there. And then some wild flowers up above and around. So again, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, and our daffodils. Can't forget the daffodils. Oh. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I sure did. Have a wonderful day. Oh, that light's in way. A wonderful day. Take care and stay safe. Love you all. Bye.